Within the fitness space, I have a number of people that I would like to suggest to you that have inspired me and that I've learned from. And hopefully you will check them out, maybe even, and also even subscribe and like their content as well. And I hope that you get a lot of benefits from these fitness influencers as much as I have. One of the first people that I ever subscribed to on YouTube in the early days of YouTube, when YouTube took other email addresses, rather than just, they, of course, we all know that they, you can only log in now through Gmail. There might be some people that still have some sort of connection with other emails, but that's beside the point. This is Jeff Cavalieri. Athlete X is his channel. Jeff puts the science into fitness, and he will show you, he breaks down the not just, the exercises, but he will, break down. Sometimes he has a skeleton that he'll use, and he shows you the various body parts that are being worked. Don't overwork this muscle when you're doing, a lat pull down. Make sure you do it this way, because if you don't do it such and such way, you'll be also working this muscle, and yada, yada, yada. The one thing that I'll say that's odd about Jeff is that, I used to joke in the comments, like, Jeff is like the mad scientist when it comes to fitness. He comes up with some unusual exercises that actually work, things that I'm not seeing anyone else do. So he has his spin on it. He's a very respected fitness trainer. He's trained people in NFL and MLB and WWE. So he's highly respected, and it's all about his fitness. There are a number of people that I'm going to mention as well, and this includes Jeff, that I've actually watched them from the beginning and watched them actually branch out in the business space as well. So it's been also not just fitness for me, but it's also been motivational when I look back and go, wow, I watched this young man go from, fitness trainer of like the, athletic stars, I guess we can call them, to having his own, supplement brand and his own website where he has efficient videos and, things of that nature. Because it's more than just YouTube. He also has his own website where you can purchase different programs, and he has those instructional videos there along with PDFs and things of that nature. So Jeff Cavalieri is definitely one I would suggest in this fitness space. So check him out. Around the same time with Jeff, early days of YouTube, I also watched this young man from his small apartment in Queens, but his apartment is probably bigger than mine, branch out to a multimillionaire as well. This is Brandon Carter, and Brandon was heavily, influential with, Brandon used to take books and show you how to work out with books, and he put it in his backpack and show you how to do dips in the house, and you load up, the backpack and do dips that way. And he was, I don't even know if he still does it, but he was a fitness model for the Air brand, which is Jordan's brand. And he used to really, really get after it in the early days. Now, I've also watched him from the days of fitness transition into supplements, starting with his fat burner at the time called T-Rex, which I always wanted to try and never got a chance to, and they've shut down that brand as well. I watched him, as I said, go from his one-bedroom apartment to, blowing up and getting an apartment, I think in Lower Manhattan, where they had, I don't know if he still has that space or not. He and his partner, Brian, had like the studio apartment that they flipped into a small office, and they had this nice little I think they were on the roof because they had a door that goes outside from the apartment onto the roof like a terrace, and they would do workouts there. Yeah, I've watched Brandon take off Bella Ryback. She once was under the tutelage of Brandon. It was Brandon, it was her, and it was Brian. They're probably still in touch. I don't think that anything bad has happened. Just that I guess sometimes people grow apart, or Brandon basically was blowing up and went in another direction. I guess I really don't know because they don't do videos together the way they used to. But Bella, in my opinion, her channel should have way more subscribers, and she should be way more popular than what she is. She releases enough content that when I look at her numbers, I look at her content is really good. She started out, she's very curvaceous, and I believe like her, and I'm just gonna be real, her butt came from her various workouts, kind of like a Jen Seltzer who took off in the early days. And yeah, Bella was under the mentorship at one point of Brandon, and she really offers really great content, especially for females. She's branched off also into supplements as well. She's not as, I'll put this in air quotes, show offy as Brandon. So I don't know how successful she is with her supplement brand. I hope that she is very successful. But like I said, this young lady, when I watch her content and I look at her, I'm like, damn, she should have way more effing people than what she has. Her subscriber base should be higher. And keep in mind, I don't know any of these people, so it's not like I'm trying to give anybody the rub. I'm just offering suggestions for those that are in the fitness space, male and female. If you're looking for, content from people, and I would suggest, if you're going to check out any of these channels that I'm going to suggest to you and these influencers, challenge yourself and go all the way to the beginning of their content. That's a good journey, because some of these people have been on YouTube for like 10 years or so, and you get a chance to just go all the way down that rabbit hole and come up. So you'll have years and years of content rather than just looking at their more recent stuff and then settling. Or what you can do is go to the very beginning, watch a couple of those videos, and if it feels like, if it's something that calls to you, and you just stay down that rabbit hole, stay down there and go from the beginning and come all the way up to present time, or go down the rabbit hole from the early days and then watch a couple of more recent ones, or 5 older videos, 2 newer videos, 5 older, 2 newer. Bella Ryback, I would definitely suggest as another one in this fitness space as well. Another young lady, Dana Lynn Bailey. I enjoy the Baileys. Her and her husband Rob, I love them both. I love their energy. I often, and I'm a pro wrestling watcher. I'm not gonna say fan, pro wrestling watcher. And I often wonder, like, damn, if these two had gone into like WWE or something like that, how good they could have been if this was their thing, because they're just two characters. Dana, I think she might be a 2-time Miss Olympia. Ripped is days long to this day. Very entertaining. They're both high energy, very cool. She's just very charming, man. Extremely likable. And she makes fitness intense, but it's also fun with her, because she's just a goofball. She's just a goofball, but when she works out, she works out. I learned a lot from her, man. A lot of little tips and tricks, like how to hold, position certain weights and how they're going to angle. She's very good on angles. This is going to hit this, it's going to hit this trap, it's going to hit this, and that, boom, boom, boom. And once again, another person, I watched her and her husband go into this fitness space. I'm sure that being the Miss Olympia, title holder has also helped, because it's pretty decent money, I believe, with sponsorship and things like that. But now she has her own brand, and she also has her own website which she offers. I think it's like for like $14.99 or $12.99 a month or something like that, something of that nature. You can subscribe to her videos as well. The content that is on YouTube should be sufficient enough to get you going. I really do think that you will enjoy DLB, Dana Lynn Bailey.